Yeah, I'll just start now. Okay, so this is 40 orb boss skips. It is very different from the regular 40 orb run. Um, First of all, you don't have to collect talismans except for in Glimmer, so it kind of changes the route around a lot. And also, you just basically rush to Fireball with a few stops in between. So right here, we're just gonna do lamps. If I can get that lamp, alright. And you need 0 gems for this run, which is, I think, the only Spyro 2 category that doesn't need any gems. Which is interesting. Yep, so I missed that lamp, unfortunately, but it should be alright. Just get these again. A little bit of time wasted, but it's not that big of a deal.
Thanks for help.
So this is basically the same as the regular 40 orb Glimmer, except you don't need any gems, so
Spyro.
we're just gonna open up this portal for later. Right when we finish the second lamps challenge. Don't worry, these lamps are much simpler than the cave lamps.
Thanks for helping.
Yeah, this category doesn't have the most interesting start, but it'll get more interesting as we go. So now we're gonna do the hunter tutorial. Since we don't need talismans, we can just skip right past Idol and Colossus. We don't need to bother with those 2 levels at all in this run.
Nice. Very good. Wow.
Now we jump over to this orb and then go straight back over this way. Unfortunately, you can't jump like straight back to where Hunter is because it's a little bit raised, but you can just frog back up. Okay, the next level is going to be Hurricos. We actually need to get 15 orbs to enter a certain level a little bit later. So there's 2 levels that we go to early before we get Fireball that aren't really necessary to have Fireball in. So going for the fast cycle here. Almost messed it up. Yeah, those moving platforms are always on a set cycle, so you can kind of jump on them early if you go fast enough. And since we don't need talismans again, we can just skip straight past.
Spyro. The next block. Remember to press.
So basically a lot of this run is running through the levels, just grabbing orbs and leaving really quickly. None of the levels take very long at all. So we're coming up here, to grab this orb. And then gonna enter Crush. Like in 100% through here.
Before you get to the castle den.
And Crush is the same boring fight as usual. Just manipulating him to turn around and face the platform he's going to next. Yeah, a lot of the routing in this is pretty interesting. There's a lot of backtracking to save time done in this run. Like, we go back to Summer Forest later to pick up a few more orbs, and then we, I think, go to Autumn Plains after that. But, yeah, most of the routing was done by me and someone named ZBM, so you should go check that guy out, because he's a cool guy. Hello, Spyrothon. Haha. I wonder who that is. Could never guess. Yeah, routing this was a really interesting thing. We came up with like 4 different routes, but all of them had some problem with them. Make sure to at ZBM. Go for a quick cat bat proxy. I didn't get one high enough really, but that was a slight proxy. So here's the next level we enter before doing Fireball. This one would actually be slightly faster with Fireball, but it's still worth it to have 15 orbs before Cloud Temples, which is the level we need 15 orbs for, obviously.
Well done, Greg. Uh-oh. Thank you for helping us.
Sorry, I don't think hit and run is in the schedule. Sorry, Ben Saunders and Spyrothon, whoever that might be. Okay, I'm just trying to get a good angle. I was failing this a lot earlier today, I'm not sure why, but... Pretty much all the levels that I've skipped so far are much faster with Fireball, so we'll backtrack to them later. Come on. I don't want to be stuck on this forever. Just don't know what happened to my consistency with this. See, like, I keep on messing up that part. That's what I was messing up earlier. Don't know what's up with my consistency. Get this right, I might be overestimate, which should be a pretty good meme, because that's 42. There we go. What was that, like 5th try?
Gulp, we finally.
Okay. Now it's Gulp, which is the same thing as all the other Spyro categories that have been run here, or Spyro 2 categories. Don't know if that's a good setup. No, it wasn't really. I could have maybe gotten double barrels off that, but I just prefer to not go for it if it's a little bit iffy, just because it wastes a lot of time to try and set one up and then miss it. Yeah, Gulp is a really hard boss to get used to, for running, and then it kills a lot of your runs once you're like at a higher level too. But getting a good Gulp is like really satisfying though. Like this isn't that bad. Just trying to see what that would be. Okay. Yep, so that was a 6 cycle. So I've gotten a 5 and a 6 cycle today. That's really good, actually.
I think I've finally come up with a way.
I think Gulp and Penguin are tied, but Waterfall is definitely in a different lead. So also, Penguin is not faster in this category, like from the other side, because there's an orb on this wall that it's faster to get right now. At least in this route. I did reroute Winter Tundra, but it involves like, I think 3 Penguin proxies, and I really don't want to deal with that. I think Penguin was discovered in like 2014, early 2014 I think. So, it's just the same out of bounds as the other categories that have been run here. So, go over here and grab the fireball, but instead of leaving like in... Actually, I don't think any category that's been run yet has not left right there. Instead, we need to get on top of this wall and go over to the theater with I'd say it's fairly easy. It's not too difficult, Spyro-Man, to get over to the theater. The kinds of proxies we do these days were found in like 2013, but like squeeze proxies and stuff were found in like probably like really long time ago, like 2006 or 5 or something. Come on. And all the chokes. Such a good speed run. Alright. So, if I didn't explain it, going into the theater basically gives you all the abilities, like climb, head bash, swim, and also gets rid of all money bags, so that makes it so you don't have to pay any gems to money bags. And yeah, that wall glide I did in Dragon Shores is called a Spyrothon Man. It's kind of like a wall glide and charge jumping combo. I don't know the exact way to describe it. I've never really understood why it works. It just kind of does. You just do, you go against the wall and you do double jump inputs, like over and over again, and you'll gain height.
What?
Yeah, we don't have to pay for Shady or Zephyr because going into the theater gets rid of the money bags right there. Whoops. And so now it's pretty much just like an orb rush, I guess is the best way to describe it. Just going into levels, grabbing orbs, then leaving. Talismans are not at all important, which actually makes for some interesting routing. So now we're at 15 orbs, which is the exact amount needed to enter this level. Cloud Temples.
Well, it's some.
For... It might be possible, or it might be faster to enter there with a penguin and enter from out of bounds without needing 15, but it wouldn't be that much faster because Heracos is the same speed with Fireball, and Skelos is only like 2 seconds faster with Fireball, or so. Maybe less.
I suppose.
So, most of the levels in Winter Tundra are actually going to be the same way they're run in 40 orb, like regular 40 orb, because at this point in 40 orb, or in Winter Tundra, you'd have Fireball. Except you actually, in the fastest route of 40 orb, you don't actually enter this level. But this is how it would be done if you did. I'm not sure if what just happened. That's not good though, I know that. Because that means I have to backtrack and get the end of level orb. What I was trying to do there was do a sequence break to start the Agent Zero challenge and then get teleported over to where the orb is, or the end of level orb, but I somehow like had a bad angle. I think when you look at it, it'll teleport you faster or something. So, got kinda messed up there, but it's no big deal. Just have to waste time backtracking over there. And here I just grab gems for fun, because it's the same thing I'm doing 100%.
What? You.
So now we have to get back over here. I'm just gonna shoot this guy through the ground to get teleported back up here, so I can get over here faster.
Spyro.
Now we can leave. So next up is Robotica Farms. Again, it's going to be the same method of completion as it is in regular 40 orb. So we need 15 enemies to unlock the supercharge power up. And this route I'm doing for the enemies is actually pretty tight, so I need like everyone that I come across. I can't miss any. A lot of the enemy routes done in 100% and stuff have leeway in case you miss one. Oh, I hit him.
My field.
This one you need exactly 15.
Wait up.
Yeah, fireballing the rocks does nothing for whatever reason. Okay.
Fine.
So now we're gonna just climb the stairs and go straight to Summer Forest to pick up the orbs that we didn't get before in a few levels. Bad stairs. So taking that exact teleporter brings us to the end of Summer Forest, so we can go to Aquaria first instead of being out where Idol and Colossus are. And Idol and Colossus don't have any fast orbs for this category. So right here we do a swim in air by head bashing on the water above you before triggering the water out in this area. Then we go straight up here. And what I'm doing right now is like holding charge and upright to like move slightly forward on this like sort of out of bounds area, or it's intended to be out of bounds, but if you hold charge then you can get past that area and go straight to the final seahorse for that challenge.
I've been trying. Great. Hop on his back and guide him through each of the rings of bubbles as it appears. And remember, he's brand new, so try not to get him dented or scratched up. Well done.
And the Seahorse challenge is basically an auto-scroller.
Now that the okay, good luck.
And 100% you'd be picking up gems during the challenge, but since we don't need gems in this category, there's nothing really to do except just go straight through the rings. Alright, next up is Sunny Beach. But first, since we didn't have climb before, we couldn't get this. If we wanted to get this earlier, we need a really high fraud proxy, but now we just climb up the ladder and get this orb really quick and then go into Sunny Beach. In Sunny Beach, since we have Fireball, we can do the Turtle Box challenge. So that cuts out an orb, and it's pretty fast too, because they're just scattered throughout the regular path of the level. Whoa. Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna try for here. Yep, there we go. I shot the wall, and the splash damage of the fireball broke the box, but before the box was broken, I jumped off of it, so I could double jump over and skip the door. Yeah, we do both turtle soup orbs in this run.
Your turtle. So.
Really good at this challenge. Okay. Should be back on track at this point. Unless I do that. So now that we have both of the turtle soup orbs, we just jump down, get this last box, so we get teleported back to the sky, and then we can leave the level. Right here, we're just gonna out of bounds to the door and head bash into this room, just to save like a little bit of time as we go to Autumn Plains. Now Fracture is like it's kind of weird how it's fast, but it's definitely fast. You'll see what I mean in a minute. But we're gonna do the Alchemist auto-scroller thing. So basically, we don't have to deal with the talisman, so we can go straight into here. And since we have Fireball, this challenge gets broken. So you just basically have to wait for him to walk around.
Yeah, great.
But while we're waiting for him to walk around and get to Hunter, we're gonna get this other orb. And so now that's all we have to do during the auto stroller of the alchemist. So we can just pretty much do whatever we want from here until he gets to Hunter. I like to kill all these guys. But this is still fast because you get an orb during that whole time, and then you get an orb for it, and then you get another orb from Hunter. And since all the Earthshapers are already dead, then you just get it immediately. So that's 3 orbs. Yeah, sorry, new one. I never get double vases, even when I need it. Okay. Don't actually need enemies. I don't know why I get 2 every time. It's just like a habit to get 2 enemies with this level. But the only thing we're here for is popcorn. Did I still get it? Wow. I thought he would have gotten the point. Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, this minigame's not fun, even now, just because you can lose a lot of time to RNG. Luckily, this hasn't been too bad so far. Oh, wow. That kinda sucks. I had that. I would have been done by now.
You're really...
Okay, so since we're up here, we're actually gonna go back down to where like Zephyr and Crystal are through this wall. While we're going down, we're gonna pick up the orb on the island too. That was odd. My D-pad just kind of acted weird there, but here we're just gonna out of bounds and go straight over to the professor and get an orb from him, and then up to Juliet, or yeah, Juliet, and get the orb from her.
Well done.
And that's all we need from this level. So now there's only one more level left, and that's Metropolis. The only reason we don't enter Metropolis earlier is because you need 25 orbs to enter, and out of bouncing into Metropolis is pretty slow. So it's not really worth it. It's more worth it to just come back to Winter Tundra, because you have to come back to Winter Tundra anyway to like, go to Ripto.
I
And again, this is just going to be the same as it is in the regular 40 orb route. So, not much really special here.
excellent.
And we'll just go over to this area and get the 3 orbs that this area has to offer. There we go. No, it's not really where I wanted him to be. Just pick this up then. Usually I have more consistent UFOs, one, but kind of messed it up there.
Ah,
These ones are very consistent though.
excellent.
So right now I get the end of level orb and the orb we just got for killing the UFOs.
I knew it.
Or I could just mess it up and possibly mess up like a consistent way of doing this. So that's good. Where's that? There it is. I don't know how I managed to not go through.
Nice flying.
So now we're at 40 orbs, so we'll just exit the level and go straight to Ripto. So yeah, if it wasn't for Gulp Strip and maybe Glimmer, this would have been a lot better. But it's still gonna be way underestimate, so happy enough.
All right.
Yeah, not quite sub 40. Yeah, I probably could have PV'd if I didn't fail Gulp Strip 5 times, or however many times it was. Oh, I just realized I don't have any sparks. It's fine. Get re-healed right when this phase starts. And I'm awful at this final phase, so it's good to know. Sub 40 should be very easy to do for my standards, or my skill level, if I don't fail go up skip as much, but I'm fine with this time. It's like a mid 40. And 40, 47, take off 18 for the RTA timing. It's a 40-29, so it's not terrible. Yeah, my best time is 38-23. But yeah, that's 40 or boss skips. Hopefully more people run this because it's really fun. But I don't know. We'll see if anyone actually
I don't think we can ever thank
plays
you
this
enough.
category.
I suppose you
And
have to go now?
Yeah, I'd better.
forget
We're
what's
missing me in
up
the Dragon
next.
World. I've still got a vacation to take. I need
I
it
believe
more
it's
than ever
something
now.
actually
Before
good.
you go, I think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
Oh yeah, Season of Flame 100%. Yeah, that's a cool run. Season of Flame is actually a really cool speed game. So yeah, I'm not sure who's restreaming next, but it's definitely gonna change. Because I'm not restreaming till later tonight, but
As a reward for
I'm gonna
helping.
stop the
Wow,
stream
thanks.
and
Sparks, can you
let
grab
the next person take over.
Let